Randomly, if you want to access, you have to write logic for that. But if you want to access with a range, then what you can do, you can simply use the slice function. Suppose, so we have some array, and in this array, so we are having some watch like this. Now I want to read the elements. That means here, suppose the array name is products. Array name is products. And here we are having so options like Nike shoe, like this. Now I want to read the values from index number 1 or index number 2. From index number 2 up to the end, I want to read. Means I want to extract them. Then what we can do is, so suppose I want to extract specific, then we can use the option slice. So products dot slice. What is difference between splice and slice? Splice is used for inserting values or removing values from specific index. Slice is not removing, it is just extracting the values and printing them. The values are not removed from the array, they are present in the array. Whereas splice is used to remove them, right? Without removing, just reading based on the index range that you can do by using slice. That means slice so will not remove elements. Slice will not remove elements. So that is what actually slice start index number. Suppose start index number is 2. So if I give start index number 2 to 2, that means it will extract only the second one. Means index at 2, that means it will get only watch. Suppose I say 2 to 3, so I say 2 to 4, it gets the range, right? So only specific 2 to 2, that means it will exactly get this second one. Or if I simply say 2, then it will be up to end. It will be 2 to end. You can give 2 0. This end number can be ending number or it can be starting. That means it can read forward or backward anyway. So it can read left or right. It can define. That means 2 to 1, it can 2 to 0, it can read the values. If I don't give that, then it will be up to 2 to end. You can define like this. So that means up to end, it will read. Then what will happen? It will return an array. So it will return the list. So I can directly print them, or I will store in so new products is equal to it is a string type array and is equal to those values whatever we collected. Now we are printing them console.log. So that is new products dot to string. It is printing the values from that. So when I read this, then you can see it will read from index 2 and return the values from index 2. Right, up to the end. Suppose I define 2 0 like this. I define the end number as 0 and I compile and run this, and it will read towards the beginning actually. So but this index number is defined with starting index number. Now what happens here is when it is reading the values towards the beginning of the values, that means from this index number to the beginning of values, actually we need an iterator which can go, means we need a loop which can go towards the back, right? So generally this is possible in JavaScript, but here we need to use an looping condition, because here strictly the end value is defined as end value only, but it is not in JavaScript. In JavaScript, the end value can be towards the beginning also, right? but here it is strictly typed. So it is given with only the end values. So the variation that you will find here is two options. Is when you are defining array dot slice and you define n, that means n comma m. That means here n is a start index, and whereas m as end index, index. And in JavaScript, the end index can be towards the beginning. But in TypeScript, so because JavaScript doesn't support overloading of function, and TypeScript supports overloading of function, and it is strictly typed here. So it will allow the function to be the start index and end index. That means we have to define slice. So if I say n, that means it will be up to the end of array. And starting index towards the back, it cannot directly come. For that, we need to write some loops and iterations, which is possible in JavaScript. While dealing with JavaScript, it is possible. But here, we will not do that. So we can define 2 to 4, then it will return only the values up to 2 to 4, and it will print the values up to 2 to 4. So few changes what you need to know is about overloading of functions are supported in TypeScript that we will learn. So then you will understand the situation, why some functions are not supported in the same way. Because JavaScript doesn't support any overloading, it can use in a same way. So, but latest versions of JavaScript from ES 6 onwards, they also have the mechanism of function overloading, which we are going to learn in concept of object-oriented programming, right? And this is how we can read the values from an array. So this is one simple option of dealing with the array. Example for this is an example for reading the values from it. So technically, how to deal with array and array elements, these are the basic things we have learned. So once you are aware, see, array related so many techniques are there, which we will come across while dealing with data and manipulations in our Angular. You will learn more simple techniques of handling the data. That I will show you even in object concept also. So that means without writing complex expressions, we can simplify the logic. We call lambda. So those techniques you will understand because we learned filtering, sorting. Those filtering and sorting functions can be defined in a simple way by using the lambda expressions, which we will learn. We will discuss about them, right? Yeah. Initially, for that, we need some complex data. As of now, we have just the simple data and we are working on this data, right? These are the basic functions that are required to deal with array. So all the array related functions, some more functions are there, and as per situation, we will discuss them in our Angular concept, right? So this is one data type that we have learned, and that is non-primitive type. In non-primitive type, how to deal with array, right? Next important after understanding array, we need to know another data type, that is object type. So we are learning TypeScript data types, and another important type is object type. Technically, what is an object and what is the purpose of object type? Actually, the concept of object in computer programming computer programming.